Right, welcome back. In this lecture, I'm going to explain about how we choose our particular races to bet on. There's quite a strict criteria, but again, just because it's strict, it doesn't mean it's complicated, and it's certainly not. We were looking at this this race earlier on, the 2:45 at Perth, and as you can see, there's only 5 selections. There's a non-runner here. What we're looking for is that the race is at least a mile, and this one's 3 miles. As you can see, it's just gone in play. The green tick comes on, it tells you it's in play. We've got the favourite here, Ballywilliam, at 2.72, 2.84. Because it's in play, these prices are going to move around quite rapidly. So don't worry about that. So we need to be between a mile and 3 miles, basically. We need a strong favourite. Now, Ballywilliam was a very strong favourite, so this would actually meet our criteria if we were to bet on this particular race. Obviously, it's in play now, and we don't start betting on the race until 10 minutes prior. So we'd have bet at 25-3 on this race initially. So that would have been a potential selection. So let's have a look at the next race in time order on the left here, the 2:55 at Pontefract. So we're about time. If we wanted to back this would be the perfect timing. This one's 6 furlongs. As we know, 6 furlongs is less than a mile. So we wouldn't consider this particular race, not unless you were using one of the advanced strategies. So we'll miss this one. We'll go on to the next one, the 3:10 at Newmarket. Okay, and what's this? This is another 6 furlongs, so we wouldn't consider this race either. It's quite a big field, and as you can tell, a lot of the prices here are quite similar. So what we're looking for is a race with a very strong favourite to pull the market direction. As we mentioned with the seesaw analogy, the more money that goes on the favourite, it means predominantly that there's less money going on the outsiders, and because of that they'll drift in price, and this is exactly what we're hoping it will do. So this isn't a suitable race for us, so we'll just keep clicking through until we find one that's going to fit the bill. This one, yeah, 2 miles and 4 furlongs. It's a novice chase, absolutely fine. The problem is it only started off as a 5-runner race, and 2 of them are now non-runners. We've got a very, very short price favourite. I wouldn't touch this race. There's not even an advanced strategy that I'd use for that race. It's just the favourite's too short. There's nowhere for the second favourite to go, and the third favourite wouldn't meet our criteria anyway. So that's not a race for us. So again, we'll just click through. Once you know what you're looking for, it's very, very quick to go through these, and you can even go through them the night before, and I'm going to be covering that in a separate lecture by using the racing post that you'll see. So the 3:30 at Pontefract is a 1 mile nursery. This probably isn't a bad race for us. So it's a mile long. We've got a fairly strong favourite. That would be a good race for us, to be fair. That would meet the criteria, and I might actually use this as an example a little bit later in the how the system works, pulling it all together video. So that's an option for us. We'll just keep going through, see what else presents itself. The 3:40, it's a 7 furlong. I say we need 8 furlongs really, or a mile, same thing. That's too short for us, and again, there's no real strong favourite to pull the market. It could be any of these, to be fair. I would miss that one out. Again, 3:50. A 2 mile 4 novice handicap hurdle. So they're going over small fences, hurdles. Let's have a look. Not really a strong favourite, to be fair. I mean, if push come to shove, you could probably use it. Probably not a great beginner's race, to be honest, for us. No, I'd probably leave that one alone. Just at the fact that we need a couple of horses between sort of 10 and 20, and there's only one here about that sort of range, so options are somewhat limited. I'd probably leave that alone. So we'll keep moving on. 4 o'clock. Right, again, this is a 6 furlong. There's lots and lots of runners, 16 runners here. It's a bit of a lucky dip. It's a handicap race as well, which means that all horses are weighted to cross the line at the same time. If the handicapper was doing his job correctly and the horses ran as he expects them to do, that's what would happen. But you know and I know that never does happen, so that's a race to leave firmly alone. So moving on again, the 4:15 at Newmarket. Right, this looks a very good race for us. There's only one non-runner. 6, 8 selections. It's a 2-mile listed race. We've got a very strong favourite here in the form of Flying Officer. If you don't know, Frankie Dettori in the UK is quite a pronounced runner. Is a jockey. He's very good at running on the flat. Again, we've got a few options between our price race ranges between 10 and 20, which is absolutely fine. So yes, another good race for us. So that's how we choose our races. Please don't try and make races fit. If they don't fit, there's plenty more races, and I'd rather you didn't lose your money or make mistakes on races that aren't going to work out as we expect them to do. So all will come clear in the next video when I start putting this together for you. So if things are looking a little bit distant at the moment, don't worry, it's perfectly natural. All I'm trying to do now is just demonstrate to you how we choose a race and what fits the criteria and what doesn't. So you've seen a bit of both. As you get to practice this, you'll get up to speed very, very quickly, and also by utilising the Racing Post the night before, you could shortlist your races the night before and just come straight in and bet on the day. So that's absolutely fine also. But that's enough for this video. Please have a practice, draw up a short list of suitable races following the criteria. So remember that the race needs to be at least a mile in distance. We need a strong favourite, and we need 3 or 4 sort of selections about the odds range between 10 and 20 that we're looking for. Once it meets all those criteria, we're good to go. So I'll see you in the next video, and please have a practice.